It's a fairly huge property, 3,000 square feet. Arun, what do you think? Have they utilized the space efficiently?
It's a huge house, but it looks very slender from the front, and we see like about 2 bays of windows from the front, from the roadside. It's largely white. It is just a block with windows, an entry porch, and a lot of paved area in the front. The landscaping is very minimal. I don't think there is any visible green landscaping. It's more of paved area, and there's a parking space on the side. So this is about the house. The striking point in the house is there's a single entry wooden door which is polished. The rest of the whole house from the exterior is white. So this kind of stands out like anything.
Anna, what would you like to add up to it?
This house is of a very different style. Usually contemporary houses in these days mean straight lines. You would see all the balconies, all the edges are curved, and then they've stuck to the simple white color, white and black. But this wooden door, again, it's a deviation from the very contemporary look. Then if you notice in the upper floor, there's a distinct balcony. Like front, I think there's one room jutting out, and the rest of the house, the backside is wide, and they've connected these two shapes with an angle. So that is very distinct, and you sort of feel the house is growing as it moves backward. It creates a confusion when we see it's very different. That's why. Then they've used a lot of elements inside in the elevation. There's pergola, there's a lot of balconies. I feel too many things happening on the exterior, but because they kept the color to be white, it doesn't look that bad.
Moving on to the interiors, Arun, what do you think about the interiors? Do they match with the exteriors, or are they completely different?
The corner which she was talking about is evident when you enter inside. You find a slightly angular area where the living room opens into, and you see the staircase there. Interiors are again kept white, largely white, except for the woodworks that is done in darker wood. And this they have done in a combination of darker and lighter wood. When you go to the dining area, you find furniture that is of lighter color wood, kept alongside with the darker wood. The sofas in the living area are black, drastically opposite to the white color, which is a very bold move. The dark wood furniture is continued throughout. You see that in the bedrooms, you see that in the kitchen, you see in the wash area, everywhere. But in the bedroom, what happens is they use it with a combination of the lighter color wood, and the cords look very simple and sleek. That's a very striking point. The furniture selection is kind of fine. When compared to the exterior, it has got some kind of character that is continuous. So I think the interiors look pretty decently done, though not of very extremely thoughtfulness, but kind of decently done.
Anna, what would you like to add?
There you find a style once you step inside the house. It's in the contemporary style, and the living room, the height of the room is really high. And in the living room, they've introduced a dark grey, charcoal grey sofa that stands out, but it's not done bad or something. It looks okay for that space, but something in a dark coffee brown would have matched well with that color theme they were going. And from there, you move into the dining space. The whole house is so well lit. Once I felt there was too much light inside the house. There you have a steel staircase. And those slit windows near the staircase again bring in a lot more light. They've kept the TV in the front room, but they forgot all about hiding those wires. That's the first thing you would note. Prayer area looks interesting. The crockery shelf near the dining looks interesting. An interesting thing I found in the kitchen, they've avoided the skirting. Nowadays in the kitchen, one of the major problem that most of us have is that of cockroaches. There is a lot of void between the cabinet and the wall, which is an ideal space for these to breed, and usually we won't be able to clean that part. They've kept that free for the ease of cleaning, and it looks good. So that is one point that we need to be inspired from this design. The bedrooms look airy, but I wish the bed also had that color combination. Inside it feels very spacious.